Hello YouTube, B3 back with another kicking action figure review. Today's review is over a figure I've been wanting for a while. Glad I could finally get my hands on him. Thank goodness I have a friend that works in shipping at Walmart. He's just got me a bunch of figures that I wanted, like Old Han and Jango Fett here, as well as Stormtrooper Finn, and he's gotten me a lot of good stuff. Thanks, pal. But yeah, so here we have him, Jango to the Fett. I missed out on Boba Fett. I actually passed on Boba Fett because I didn't want to collect this line, which kind of blew. I never saw, that was a bad decision. I should have just bought Boba Fett when I saw him. I never ever saw prototype Boba Fett, the Walgreens exclusive. I looked for him for a friend, but I never ever found one. Sad to say, never found one. There are a few Walgreens exclusives I've never seen, like the Walgreens exclusive Daredevil, etc., etc. But yeah, so here we are. We got ourselves a real fancy Jango Fett here. He's pretty cool. We're going to talk about accessories right now after I zoom out. He has a jetpack that is removable, and it can go on the Boba Fett as well, because there are two different jetpacks. This one and Boba Fett's are different, so if you want this jetpack on Boba Fett, and I think there's actually a story where Boba Fett uses his jetpack and stuff. I have a friend who could explain it better than me. You can indeed put this jetpack on Boba Fett as well, and Boba Fett's jetpack can indeed go on Jango Fett. Or maybe Jango Fett's the one that used both jetpacks. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm not as balls deep in the Star Wars as the friend who explained that to me is, but you can swap out the jetpacks on him and Boba Fett. That's what's important. He also comes with two of these awesome pistols, his classic pistols, little laser pistols. He got two of them, so he can dual wield, and he does hold them both just fine. They also go in the holsters, boop, just fine. So that's good to know. And another cool thing, he also has a removable helmet, so you can see this guy under here. Not a bad head sculpt, I don't think. It's not a bad head sculpt. Eyebrows are a little wicked. But it's pretty cool. I'm just going to leave the helmet on, honestly. Like, what's the point, right? Yeah. And I'll leave the jetpack on as well. Boop. Pops in pretty easy. Stays on. All of it does really well. You don't have to worry about losing any pieces, I don't think. I think they're all very secure. Detail and paint, really good. He's got a nice wash on him. He looks like he's been in fights, but still looks newer than when Boba Fett has the armor. As you can see, he looks really well. He looks good. One thing I would change about him though, like the removable helmet option is cool and all, but honestly, I think I would have liked the figure better if it just had the helmet as the head, because it might make movement a little easier. I don't know. I'm always afraid I'm going to scrape paint on the head when I move it with the helmet on or something. Not when I move it side to side, no fear, but you hear that squeaking when I move it down? That's the helmet on the head. That's not the joint. So, yeah, he looks really nice. Lots of great detail and paint on this guy, as you can clearly see for yourselves, even detailed in the joints there, which is very, very good. Look at his little feet. He's got some little feet. But yeah, you know, really cool figure. So now let's check out articulation. I'm going to show you articulation with the helmet off, since you just kind of saw it with the helmet on. You got plenty of side to side. It can go down, but it won't go down that far with the helmet on probably, because I don't want to force it with the helmet on, because I don't want to scrape paint off his hair. But yeah, you know, you can go back that far. So if you want him like flying though, that's the best you're going to get, because the helmet stops right there. Down, actually the helmet does go down pretty much all the way. Never mind, I take that back. Bloop! Hashtag thorough. Up and down on the arms, forward and back on the arms. You have a bend at the elbow. And this is weird. This is a weird part right here, because he has a bicep swivel, but he also has elbow swivel. But the reason for that is these two wires. You see these two wires? The elbow swivel can only go so far because of those wires, but if they give you a bicep swivel right above the wires, you can move it however you want. Great thinking, Hasbro. Thank you for that. You got forward and back on the wrists. You got rotation on the wrists. So, you know, lots of good movement there. He can go up. He does have ab movement. Not really down, but you get side to side, you get a wobble. That's nice. That's nice, I think. In and out on the legs, forward and back on the legs. You have a double knee bend right there, pretty nice. Boop. As well as an ankle pivot and up and down on his feet. So that's all pretty cool. You know, he's got peg holes, all that stuff, all that articulation. Kind of got this out of hand. Jokes, out of hand puns. But yeah, so now we're going to get into some size comparisons. So here we are, and size comparison wise, I don't have any other prequel figures to compare him to. I'm sorry. I've had plenty of chances to get the prequel Obi-Wan, but I just didn't care. I just didn't care. Who cares? I don't care about the prequel figures. I just care about Jango Fett, because Jango Fett is in actuality awesome. He's more awesome in like comics and stuff than he is in the movie, trust me. But yeah, so here is some Force Awakens figures from the same line, Star Wars Black Series. From the left, old Han Solo, and on the right, Kylo Ren, the regular version, not the Kmart exclusive version. And I may not have any prequel characters to compare him to, not in 6-inch scale anyways. But I do have these awesome Imperial figures. So from the Star Wars Battlefront game, here on the left we have the Walmart exclusive Imperial Shock Trooper, and here on the right we have Darth Vader. So all in all, what are my final thoughts on the Star Wars Black Series Jango Fett figure? Honestly, he's a pretty cool guy. I like this figure. It's got great detail and paint, the articulation's not bad. I like his accessories. I think he has the perfect amount for just, you know, a $20 figure. I think he scales well with other figures. I think he's really cool. I didn't have any clones or Jango Fett or anyone to compare him to, someone he would be the quote-unquote exact size of, even though I've had the chance to buy all those. I think I'd probably like some clones, maybe. I could roll with some clones, since the troops are what I like to collect most, honestly, the different types of troopers. But all the clones in this line, with the exception of Commander Cody, are just have different colored stripes. You know what? Never mind. I'm talking. And but yeah, it's a really cool figure. If you can find him, get him. Scalpers are just swiping this guy up, and so are fans, because people love the Mandalorian look. People like Jango Fett. So get him if you can. Swipe him right away. I've never run into him in stores. Luckily, I have a friend on the inside who could get this guy for me, and I'm very grateful. I'm very, very grateful. Him, and I also had trouble finding Stormtrooper Finn. They had to grab me a Stormtrooper Finn as well. But that's it for this review. Thank you all very much for your support. If you see this guy, I'm serious, just get him. Just get him. He's cool. He's a dope fig. But that's it. Thank you all once again. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll see y'all later.